Okay, so I've had my coffee, so pack of sausages, get 2 sausages out. They're going to go in the microwave for 2 minutes. They'll be done when I come back. And the reason I have the coffee first thing, because the caffeine acts as a stimulant. So I'm out the house every morning at 5 o'clock, whether that is the spring, the summer, the autumn or the winter, and I go on a 30-minute low intensity fasted cardio walk, which I'm doing now. Not only because I've got the dogs to walk and they need walking, but I could not imagine getting up like most people do, going straight to the toilet and going straight downstairs and trying to eat some food, watching the telly, when essentially my body's still asleep. So I come on a fasted cardio walk so I can metabolically prime my body for food for the rest of the day, because I'm burning fat now on this low intensity cardio walk for 30 minutes. So when I get home, my body's ready for its first meal, and that sets the precedence for the entire day for just a knock-on effect of I'm ready for a meal, I'm ready for a meal, I'm ready for a meal. As I said before, most people will get up, they go for a wee, they come downstairs, and a lot of those people won't even have breakfast, can't face breakfast. How many times do I hear that? I just can't face breakfast. Yeah, it's because your body's not ready to eat. It's that simple. It's not ready to eat. So what's your first meal? Generally for a lot of people I speak to, it's about 9:15, where they'll go and get a bacon sarnie from Greggs or something. So that's why I get up every morning early, I walk the dogs, and I prime my body and prepare it for its requirement of food. It needs food. So remember, today isn't about macros and calories and how much protein I'm getting, okay? Today is about showing you how I prepare the meals, how easy it is to prepare the meals, the frequency that I'm eating at, and what I eat, okay? It's not about there's this many calories in this meal. Everybody's different. My requirements are different to yours. The Performance Ketogenic Plan, which I send out, is a very detailed blueprint or a framework, and everybody can grow and educate themselves and modify that, okay? But it sets the standards for you and a much better style of eating. If you are interested, I do about 350 grams of protein in every day. It's about 125 grams of fat, next to 0 sugary carbs, unless it's a cheat day, or a cheat night, sorry, where you'll see us having a pizza. Calorie wise, it's usually around about 3,500 to 4,000 calories. Today is a very unusual day for us because it's the start of the summer holidays. I've got quite a few people on holiday, so I've got an unnaturally quiet day today. I'm only training one client this morning at 7 o'clock, and I've got one client tonight at 7:30. So I've got a real different type of day today. But I will still be active. I'll still get all my meals in. Okay. Okay, so first meal of the day, 2 sausages. Okay, so that's the dogs out the way. So my standard breakfast every morning is 6 eggs, whole eggs. The yolks have got good fats in them. This altogether is around about 50 grams of protein. So I'm setting the day up to be protein productive in my body. And all I'm going to do is quickly scramble them up in the microwave. And I know that these will go in for 2 minutes 40 seconds. Okay, so while the eggs are doing, I get 2 large chicken breasts. Okay, they're big ones. I'm just going to slice them up, just crisscross them. And these 2 chicken breasts are going to feature in 3 of my meals today. So there's about 140 grams there. Okay, so now they're moving over to the George Foreman. A little bit of oil on the top. So I've got my wall timer here. I just flick that round because I'm not leaving the house for a little while yet. Switch that on. Okay. And that's perfect. That'll take about 10 minutes. Okay, so here's the eggs. I'm just going to mix them up a touch. So I've got some grated cheese. Some salt. Some pepper. A few cashew nuts on the top. That's a breakfast of champions. Okay, basically I would have had to have lost my mind to even consider eating anything like this shite for breakfast. Or even to give it to my kids. I would be embarrassed as a parent. You walk in the shop in the lovely bright colours and it's got cereal and we think, well, you know, as adults and kids we need to eat breakfast. Yeah, that's right, okay. Looking at the nutritional values on the front and on the side doesn't make a difference. That's not where you need to look when you look at foods, okay? So you need to look at the ingredients. And the point of the performance ketogenic diet is it's 0 starchy carbs, because when we ingest carbs, we release insulin into the body. Insulin raises blood sugar all the way up. It's elevated. We get that little moment of euphoria, and then we crash right down. Okay, and that's when we start to feel a bit shaky, or we need to go and get something quick like a chocolate or a biscuit. And where blood sugar levels are elevated up and down. I've spoke about this on the other podcasts, okay? Having no carbs in your diet stabilizes things. So let's look at the ingredients here. And this is from the front. Whole grain flours, oats, wheat, barley, rice and maize, carbs. Next lot of ingredients: sugar, carbs. Wheat starch, carbs. Invert sugar syrup, carbs. And you've got some colours. Caramelized sugar syrup, carbs. And you've got some more additives, salt, vitamin C, happy days. Vitamin B, maltodextrin, more sugar, carbs. So purely laced with sugar. All you're doing is feeding yourself with sugar and carbohydrates. It's not a great start, and just don't do it. Absolutely horse shit. Okay, so the greens are done. What I'm going to do now is take me chilled extra virgin olive oil, And I'm going to pour some of that over. And I'm going to get my salt. I'm going to salt that up, because you need salt in your diet. Sodium drives water into the muscles. And I'm going to take some cheese. So we've got fibre and fats. And mix that round. I'm just going to leave that for a few minutes, and those bits of cheese there are just going to melt nicely. Okay, so there's my greens for 3 meals. And this is how I do it. Tub. Tub. There we go. Couldn't be simpler. Okay, so while I've been having breakfast and while the greens have been cooking in the microwave on their own because they got defrosted last night, the chicken has been cooking on the George Foreman on the timer, so it's done perfectly. So I haven't had to watch anything. I just needed to place them on and press buttons. And I've managed to have my breakfast and do my dishes while this is cooking. So there we go. We've got about 140 grams of protein there. And I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm just roughly going to separate them out into the tubs. Try not to make a mess. And then the dogs get to clean that up. There you go. Good boy. So there, let's have a look. I've got 3 meals there now for the certainly the next sort of 7 or 8 hours. Protein, fibre, which is me green beans and me peas, me chicken. I've got some cheese in there, some extra virgin olive oil, and some salt. All done. How long did that take? Yeah? Easy. Okay, so I'm going to be training at the gym at 8 o'clock. So as soon as I finish training, I want quick protein in my body. So I'll show you how I make my shakes. So I've got some creatine there. If anybody dare asks me, oh, what's creatine, you'll be getting the go to Google response. Or you can look on my Gone in 60 Seconds videos, because I have one on there called creatine. So I've got 2 scoops of protein powder here. There's 50 grams of protein. Bear in mind I've already had 50 grams of protein with the eggs. So by the time 9 o'clock comes, I've done 100 grams of protein in. So get some water. So I've only got a little bit of water in there. We'll get some peanut butter. So some nice fats. quite thick. However, here's a little gym hack for you. I'm not actually having this for a few hours yet. So, bear with me. Stick some of these bad lads in. Some ice cubes, and by the time I have it, not only will these have melted and thinned it out a little bit, but it will be ice cold. You can have that for free. Another little gym hack is put the amount of water that you want for the day in this weather in the freezer. It's quite solid, but as the day goes through, that will melt beautiful. You can have that for free as well. Right, come on. Right, so it's 20 past 10, it's an hour and 20 minutes after I've had my protein shake after training. So I'm on 100 grams of protein already today, so I've got a Tupperware box of food as you've seen us prepare earlier. So while I'm in the park walking the dogs, this is time to eat for me. So you bring food with you. So this could be your lunch time, this could be 11, 12, 1, 2 o'clock, whatever. Okay, you should prepare your food, and if you're out and about, take it with you. You've seen how easy it was this morning, and I know what's in this. I don't have to think, oh, I'm caught short, I don't know how to eat, I don't know what to eat, so I'll just go and spend 6 and 7 quid at Tesco's and whatever. So take your food with you. So I'm going to have this now, and that'll put me on around about, hello boys, 150 grams of protein so far by 10:30. I will enjoy this. Right, so here we are. It's 1 o'clock. It's time for another meal. So you've seen us prepared this morning. Now I'm at home. The only thing different that I've added here is some of the French goat's cheese, which if you've seen the video, let me finger lush. If you've seen the video that I did the other day on my shopping dolly, that's where I bought it from. So get off. So it's been in the microwave for 2 minutes. I've put the cheese on, and that's it. So after I finish this, I'll be on about 200 grams of protein for the day, and that is meal 4. Breakfast, protein shake, meal, and meal. Okay, let's consume. So it's 3:30. Time for another meal. So we've got 50 grams of protein in there. We've got some peanut butter, some ice cubes. That takes us to 250 grams of protein for the day. Okay, so it's 6 o'clock now. This is meal 6. So I've had breakfast, 2 protein shakes, and this is the 3rd of the Tupperware meal. So it's chicken and greens, it's got the cheese in it, it's got the peas, the green beans, it's got the extra virgin olive oil. So I've warmed that up in the microwave for a couple of minutes, but you could easily have it cold as well. We do have chicken salads cold now when we go out. So I'm going to have this now. That'll take me to 300 grams of protein, around abouts. I'm going to finish some work on LinkedIn, and then I'm going to go and see a client, and then later on tonight I'll have possibly my last meal, see how I feel later on before I go to bed. Okay, so speak to you later on. So we've got the peas, we've got the pepperoni, we've got 4 ultra lean burgers from Robson's Butchers and Pallion, we've got the goat's cheese, we've got the salt, we've got the chilli and the oil. So this takes me to the last meal of the night. This is about 8:15 now. Again, 0 carbs there. It's about 350 grams of protein for the day. It's that simple, guys. There's nothing else really to tell you. So I don't really know what else to do or what else to tell you. That's how I make the meals every day. That's how simple it is to make. It's about preparation. Really, it's about lack of accountability and ownership for a lot of people. Just looking for excuses, looking for quick fixes. I just go to Greggs or Subway or whatever. When actually I've proved you there, it's very simple to cook the food. They're just simple ingredients, matching all the way through the day. So I started at 5:30 this morning. It's 8:15 now. It fits 6 meals in, and they're all nutritious, not hard. Okay, so everything else is on this YouTube channel. Remember, if you scroll back through, you'll find a section called Gone in 60 Seconds. There's 15 videos on there, all 60-second mini punchy videos, telling you things about protein, carbs, fats, training, steroids, pre-workout, different types of cardio. I've also got the 2 nutritional seminars on there, part 1 and part 2, where I go into nutrition in great detail. And I've also got the food shopping on there, which I shopped at Aldi. There's loads of various other things. I think there's about 150 videos on there. The website's t4training.co.uk. Instagram is t4_training. Facebook, T4 Personal Training. 90% of my clients are all Sunderland based. I do a little bit of work in Newcastle. I do seminars and I do online work as well. So I've got all the bases covered. But if you don't start with you, well, I don't know. It starts with you. All right? Happy eating.